represent the conclusion of the market engagement activities carried out in the last month within the Probis project, and as the goals to allow the participation of a larger number of foreign business to the different procurement procedures, and share the information about the different pilots and the different procurement strategy, and communicate also the first results of the other market engagement activities that have been carried out at local level. Now I will give you some instruction about the webinar. Each speaker must mute its microphone during other experts' presentation, and the participants have the possibility to ask a question by using the question function that you will see on your own desktop. We will collect all the questions and share with all the experts during the last session of the webinar. For further information, please visit our website of Probis Project, or send a mail to ufficiofres@comune-torino.it. Of course, today's presentation will be uploaded on the website of the Probis Project in the How to Participate page. Now, just a short review of our program. We will start with Massimo D'Avia, of our project manager. Then we will continue with the 3 different pilots of our project, beginning with Elena D'Ambrogio from the Municipality of Torino, with Giorgio Gallo from Te Ambrosetti, that we will talk about the pilot site of Bergamo. Then we will give the floor to Fares Mustafa from Borlange Comune, and Fredrik Norrefial from the Technical Research Institute of Sweden. And Maria José Manzano from the Instituto Andaluz de Tecnología will close our webinar. Then we will give a few minutes to talk about the question. Now I will give you the floor to Massimo D'Avia, our project manager. Okay, just a few seconds. Okay, Massimo, you can talk.
Thank you very much, Silvia. Well, now, just a second. Okay, I'm sharing my screen, my presentation. Just a minute. Can you see my presentation?
Yes,
Silvia?
We can see it.
Okay, thank you very much. So, welcome everybody. My name is Massimo D'Avia of Environment Park SPA. We are the coordinator of this European project. In just a 5 minutes to introduce you what we are doing inside the project and which are the opportunities that we are trying to give to the participating company inside these 4 tenders that we are launching inside the project. So a brief introduction about the scope. The point is that Probis is a project that aims to support the local public procurers, meaning the local municipalities or the regional authorities or national authorities. In our case, there are 4 municipalities, to purchase innovative solutions for inside their procurement tenders. The goal, which is today a lot of money, around the 10% of the European Union turnover and internal production, is spent by local authorities for purchasing solutions via procurement tenders, bids, or other public procurement activities. And normally the things that, or the service, the goods and the service that the local authorities are purchasing are not so innovative because there is a lack of knowledge by local authority on what kind of innovative solutions are available on the market. Just to give you an example, there is a lot of local authority that are still purchasing normal bulb lamps instead of purchasing LED solutions or other innovative solutions that can allow them to save a lot of energy. Because there is a kind of mentality of mindness that must be changed in order to better spend the public money, purchasing good things instead of old and not full functionally things, and on the other hand, to support those companies that are investing a lot of money in developing new products and solutions. So the global scope is to use the public purchasing procedures, the tenders, to purchase those innovative solutions that are developed by European companies or worldwide companies sometimes, and stopping in using old technology and old solutions that today are not up to date. Probis aims to do that. What we are doing inside the project, okay, sorry, who we are in the first point, the project is grouping companies and public procurers from 4 countries, Spain, Italy, Hungary, and Sweden. You can see the name of the involved companies and local procurers. And the main activities are all aimed to launch 4 procurement tenders for energy saving in building before the end of the project. That is expected by the end of year 2016. What we are doing in order to do that? So in order to prepare the tenders and in order to understand what kind of innovative solution for energy saving building are available today on the market, we are inquiring, we are contacting the companies, the innovation clusters, and whoever and can be interested in participating or in proposing innovative solution for the tenders in order to scout the market and understanding what kind of innovative solution are available. And the question is, how can we organize our tender in order to support the purchase of innovative solution and not of old, very old and not full performancing solutions. The today event of this web market engagement has this scope to inform the 4 procurers that are the city of Torino, that are the municipality of Treviglio, Aller, Bergamo, and the municipality of Porlang and the municipality of Miskolc in Hungary, to inform these procurers, okay, this is your need, be aware that if you want, this market, this innovative solution is available on the market. Please take it into consideration when you are elaborating your tender schemes in order to not to promote and to use still not so performant solutions or goods, but to include these innovative solutions inside your, okay, not to close your tender to those innovative solutions that can offer you better performance, energy saving, and low purchasing costs sometimes. So in our progress in activity, we are in this phase, market engagement. We are asking the company, okay, what kind of innovative solutions are available? Then we are going to design on the base of the results of this technical dialogue, the technical specification for tenders, PPIs, the documents, and then to launch tenders. 4 tenders will be launched. We are not stopping with the launch of tenders, but we are implementing those innovative solutions inside the buildings, and we are testing them. So it's not just a matter to purchase something, but we are going to do some work, jobs inside the 4 buildings, and then we are testing the performance in order to provide information to all the procurers in Europe, okay, be aware, we have purchased this solution, we have tested them, and inside this new PPI procurement strategy, and the results are those and those, positive or negative, of course. So, 4 tenders will be launched, and the 4 meetings of market events have been organized in the past month. The first was in Turin in July 15, in Borlänge in September 16, and in Treviglio in September 2015. Another meeting will be organized in Miskolci, Hungary, and another one has been organized in Spain just 2 weeks ago. So the aim of this meeting is to inform the larger number of providers of companies on what we are doing and allowing them to propose innovative solutions if you wish. How can you participate? Of course, the point is you are participating inside this web meeting. We have a project page in which you will find all the documents and information about the Probis project, the tenders, the preparation of the tenders, also the list of the company that are already involved in, so and what they are doing, and in case you want to understand who is interested in these 4 buildings, and of course at the time when the procurement will be launched, you will find inside the Probis project website all the information about the tender, how to participate, the technical specification, and whatever. So, just to close, during this meeting, you will have the possibility to understand what we are doing, which are the needs for which we are looking for innovative solutions inside this market engagement. If you have something new or something innovative to propose, you will have the possibility to dialogue together with the procurers, and in order to make us understanding if this solution is available and how can we organize the tender in order to not exclude your solutions in the elaboration of the tenders. Of course, as this is the only opportunity you have to get in touch with the procurers before the preparation of the document will be finalized. So you can't, after the closing of this official web market engagement, contact the single procurers except via email or official contact until the opening of the tenders. So today and the next week, we will inform you about the closing of these market engagement activities. You will have the possibility to send email, to contact by phone, or to provide information. But do it before we are starting with the procurement preparation, because after that, of course, as you can understand, you won't be in the position to have any further information about the development of the procurement. So this is just to give you the basic information about our project. Now I think that it's time to go inside of these procurement issues and these market engagement activities, and wishing you a good participation, hoping you are interested in getting involved in our activities. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Massimo. Then
Silvia, please.
Thank you, Massimo. I give you voice to my colleague Elena De Ambrogio, that we talk about our pilot case in Torino. Just a second. Okay.
Okay, good morning to everybody. I'm Elena De Ambrogio from the city of Torino, EU Funds and Innovation Department. I also speak in the Turin pilot, of course, include also the participation of other colleagues in the energy department and our colleagues in IREN Servizi Innovazioni, which will act as our contracting authority. I will briefly introduce our Turin pilot. Okay, some general information about the project site. Our pilot building is a huge municipal office building located in the northeast area of Turin, and namely in Via Bologna 74. All the information about the building and about our procurement strategy has been already published into the prior information notice published on the TED, and followed by a descriptive prospectus. So we really invite you to see the information which are made available on the Probis website, always into the how to participate section. Some general information. This office building hosts the municipal police force colleagues. About three-quarters of the building is occupied by the police force, about 600 employees, and the other part is occupied by the colleagues in the environmental department, with about 220 employees. So it's really a huge building with a lot of people inside and with different uses. The building has been renewed in 2004. It has 9 floors used as offices, a basement with a utility room, and a basement used as technical locals and garage. The total gross area about 22,000 square meters, with a total gross volume of about 66,000 cubic meters. I don't go too much in the detail about the building and plant description. I invite you to see the slides we will share and the documents I have already mentioned. I prefer to go through some data about energy consumptions and energy costs, and the main issues about the energy and comfort issues related to the building. So we have energy consumption of about 3 million kilowatt hour per year, electric energy consumptions, and gas 290,000 cubic meters per year. In terms of cost, we have about 500,000 euros per year. About gas, 180,000 euros per year, and maintenance cost about 100,000 euros per year. In total, 780,000 per year. What are the major issues which we have identified through our preliminary energy audit and interview sessions among the users? Of course, high energy consumptions, especially electricity consumption in the summer season. As already said, there is a presence of different building occupants with very different needs. And we should attain comfort for all these users. We have a critical thermal and visual conditions in some building areas, mainly those located in the south facade. Then the building is equipped with central air conditioning, but without climate control zones. Then we have spaces used for purposes different from those originally designed, so also thermal and visual conditions are not the best we can attain. And finally, as a consequence of all the things I have already mentioned, there is a need to manage the building as a whole, but in the meantime, allow occupants to make some specific energy choices affecting their own comfort, and possibly empower them to improve their energy consumption patterns. So after evaluating all these issues, and also through internal demand analysis, and afterwards, after early market engagement confrontation, we decided that we have to search for integrated solutions in 3 main domains. The first domain is energy management system, building energy management system. So we thought this building should be equipped with an integrated energy management system, which should be open, scalable, multi-protocol, and which could be combined with advanced multivariable metering solutions, able to contribute to reduce the building consumptions of thermal and electrical energy use, and of course improve indoor comfort for all its users. The thought ICT infrastructure should consist in an integrated systems including the following functions: monitoring, elaboration and analysis of collective data, alarm and warning systems, give information to the users in order to induce better consumption patterns, and of course regulation and monitoring of the installation of the buildings for building managers. The second domain should be the intervention in the climatization system, mainly through solutions for the parcellization zoning of the general thermal climatization system, including the improvement of mechanical ventilation, and intervention on the plant, such as, for instance, the replacement or retrofitting of the gas boiler with high efficiency condensing boilers, substitution of the circulatory pumps, and optimization of the chillers management. The third domain is lighting system. Of course, provide high efficient lighting systems operating not only with the replacement of existing and of course low efficient lighting appliances, but also equipment-based systems with monitoring and control solutions fully integrated within the general energy management systems. We open the floor to other minor interventions, and we are evaluating solutions to reduce, optimize solar radiations in targeted building areas, solutions to reduce the consumption for the production of hot sanitary water, and maybe the creation of user-friendly application to inform the users about the climatic variables of the office's environment. To speak to the market, we already organized some early market engagement events. The most important one in Torino was the one organized on the 15th of July 2015 in collaboration with IREN Servizi Innovazioni. It was a one-day event divided in three different parts. The first part was an outlining of the European and local PPI context and challenges, including the presentation of the detailed presentation of the Probis Project. Then we had some parallel working groups to confront upon the procurement strategy stated in the PIN and prospectus. And finally, in the afternoon, we hosted some one-to-one meetings with interested suppliers where we had the possibility to gain an insight of innovative solutions in the main mentioned technological domains. We had a very good participation with more than 75 people attending the event, representing about 34 different companies and other freelancer designers and several exponents of public and R&D organizations from Piedmont, but also from outside Piedmont. Main outcomes of local market event are included in a full report, and which is available on the Probis website. We can just mention the most important one, which were very useful to us to revise the procurement strategy. Enterprise told us that there was the need to define a very good baseline for energetic consumptions if we want to go on with a procurement which will award the solutions against the most energy efficient projects. Then we spoke about the challenge between innovative products and easy maintenance solutions. So it is important to best define the level of innovation to be achieved, but taking into account that in the end we have to manage the solution proposed, and solutions should imply clear maintenance plan and assure the availability of on the market of spare parts. Then regarding building energy management systems, a huge issue is to assure the maximum interoperability of the future systems, and so to deploy open protocols. Then a huge question is about the procurement timeline. So because the Probis project has a defined duration, we have to realize all the works by September 2016, and so any acceleration in the preparation phase was seen as a plus. And finally, the issue of occupants during the works. We have works will be accomplished when occupants will be in the building, so it is really important to minimize the possible interference. And from our side, it was asked that as much as possible information about the occupants' specific needs, type of use should be given beforehand, so that businesses will define their offer and execution quality in accordance. So up to now, what are the main requirements which will inform the procurement document? Through Probis Pilot Innovative Procurement, Torino is seeking for innovative and integrated solutions for the building, the already mentioned building, in the following technological domains: high efficiency lighting systems, energy management systems, indoor climate control systems, and climatization system. Main objectives to be pursued are the reduction of the annual energy consumptions by at least 20%, but we still have to work on the objective. Improvement of the overall indoor comfort for all the different final users, and further transversal priorities which will inform the draft of the procurement documents of the end of the evaluation set will be low environmental impact, cost effectiveness of solutions, low cost of maintenance, search for user-friendly solutions, integration with all existing and future ICT appliances, considerably simple and short time of installation, and mostly with no disruption for final users. So the object of the tender will include design and the realization of extraordinary maintenance works, plus management and maintenance of plants of the office building located where you already know. So area of intervention for works, 3 mandatory technological domains, but without prescriptive list of intervention, and the 3 mandatory technological domain will be lighting systems, BMS, and climatization system. Other additional intervention will be considered as bidding discount deduction. The total budget, base budget, is around 730,000 euros for works, not mentioned in the PPT. There is an error for yes, for maintenance works, and so for works, and around 170,000 euros for around 3 years management maintenance of the building. The contracting authority will be IREN Servizi and Innovazione, which will act on behalf of the city of Torino in force of the already existing service contract. The duration of the contract will be for the realization of works about 150 days, the management about 38 months, starting from the beginning of the works. These are the first ideas, but there could be some change in the final procurement document. By now, regarding participants, we think to request Italian SOA OG11 technological plans. Consortium should be admitted, also in the view to offer the integrated solution we think about. So, briefly, we look for our procurement will be informed by an open strategy, so no mandatory list of intervention for each technological domain, and requirements will be expressed in functional terms. We thought to have some sort of 2-step contract, including both works and management maintenance of plants, in the view to empower the contracted business to deliver the promised innovative solutions. Energy saving potential will be main award criteria, and to this scope, since now a monitoring system including both methodology and equipment has been put in place to define the actual energy signature of the building. So monitor will start since the beginning of the works and will last for the overall maintenance contract duration, so to verify real energy performance attained to the intervention set. So the procurement model chosen simulated the guaranteed savings contract, where we want to control really the energy performance attained. In terms of timeline, the launch of tender should be by January 2016 at the latest, start of works at the latest by April 2016, and the works at the latest by August 2016, and monitor will begin from the start of the works, but real monitor of performance, of course, from September, October 2016, and the end of the first part of the contract will be November 2016. Of course, the contract will last for the maintenance and management part for until 2020. So we are happy to respond to some questions. We also have ERN Servizi Innovazioni online. So if you have any question, you can send it, and we will have time at the end of the webinar to talk about it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Elena. Then now I give the voice to Giorgio Gallo from Te Ambrosetti, that will talk about the Borlange, no, sorry, the Bergamo pilot. Just one second that I have to find the right presentation. This one, perfect. Okay, please, Giorgio.
Thanks. Hello everybody, I'm Giorgio Gallo from the European House Ambrosetti, and I introduce you on behalf of Regione Lombardia and ALER Bergamo the project that will be carried on Treviglio city. Okay, as you can see, this is they are the two buildings that are inside this tender. They are classical social house building. Both of them are of 54 dwelling, and one is taller, 6th floor, and the other some lower, 4th floor. The heating volume and heating surface more or less are quite similar. As technology is a classical technology in the brick masonry with concrete cavity and walls and 4 centimeter thick insulation that is not, let's say, working properly anymore. The windows are in iron with float vacuum, only double glazing. And both buildings have natural gas centralized heating system. One has been replaced recently, and the other is still the old one. And you will see from the energy consumption that the differences. The distribution is in iron pipes with pore insulation, and the distribution system is located at every floor. Of course, no space cooling technology, and every dwelling have a natural gas boiler located in the kitchen, so there is not centralized sanitary hot water preparation. No ventilation technology, and the lighting system is more or less traditional. As you can see, both buildings have a high energy consumption, and the one that have the boiler already refurbished lower its consumption. What are the desired solutions? It's possible with, let's say, basic intervention that are being accounted by ALER Bergamo to have already a good saving, 43% as basic reduction in the first building and 31% in the second. So combining the two buildings, 38.5% of energy saving in the two buildings. This is acting on the envelope and the ventilation, of course. The room dwelling, it's necessary, of course, to have regulation, friendly regulation for temperature, indoor temperature in the dwelling, and to have the remote user-friendly metering and billing. If it's possible, the requirement is to have integration with the existing future ICT appliances. About other requirement, of course, it's not possible to move the people out of the building and out of the dwelling, so it's interest of other Bergamo to have a minimum time of installation and disturbances for the user, a good running phase behavior of the intervention, so no internal condensation due to thermal bridges, improvement of the indoor air quality, improvement general condition for the tenants, and of course durability and minimal maintenance cost. As Torino already did, we had on the 23rd of September the local market event in Bergamo, located in the National Contractor Association seats. There will be one morning, in the morning, let's say, presentation of all the project, especially, of course, the Treviglio buildings, and then the technical dialogue with the participants. In the afternoon, there has been the visit on the two buildings in Treviglio. We had 32 contractors and technology suppliers out of about 60 participants. And the main relevant output is that we still have to push a lot the information that this is not a conventional tender because the partner of most Italian contractors and the technology supplier is that price win. And so they have difficulty to realize that they have to do more to win and to be to go on with this new way. The total budget for the refurbishment of the two buildings is €1,200,000. The tender will be launched very soon, it's about 15th of November. The deadline 15th of January, and we thought to sign the contract to the awarded contractors, or of course in European interest group or whatever, the 15th of April, closing before the end of 2016. That is the deadline of the Probis project. The tender will be outcome-based requirement. The main feature are that 85 scores out of 100 will be on the technical quality of the technical offer. So only 15 scores will be allocated to the direct economical discount. There are three sections that are composing the matrix to evaluate the quality of the technical offer. So the advantage is in the installation phase, the advantage in the operational phase, and the advantage in the managing and maintenance phase. The advantage of installation will be, as I already said, minimum day of non-use of part of the dwelling by the tenants. So we require that we want that the tenants are not move out of the single rooms for more than a limited time during the work. The total maximum time of the work inside the single dwelling, and so how long all the actors of the intervention will need to use the single dwelling. It means mainly for the companies big coordination, meaning that point 1, point 1, and point 2 require really a good coordination between all the actors. It's not, this is one of the innovation of this tender. The third point is to reduce, to minimize the indoor sensory discomfort for user. I mean, we mean dust, noise, odor, and even absence of possible risk factor for health and ecosystem. So let's say green products, ecological products, and so on if possible. The advantage in the operational phase, some improvement of some insulation of the dwelling, using mainly the feature of the window that will be replaced, the guarantee of the indoor air quality, that will provide comfort and reduce the risk of condensation, indoor condensation and so on, and the reduction of primary energy consumption for the space heating. We think it's possible to arrive easily to save about 60% of on the energy consumption on both buildings. The last point is the advantage in managing. So it opened let's say the field of innovation, especially in let's say software and all kind of technology, ICT and so on, because what we would like to have is an easy overall managed system in the heat and accommodation, space heating, controlling, metering, billing, and so on. So everything is something that make the tenants more aware and easier to adjust temperature and so on. And the other, that is the manager of the building, is in metering, billing, and regulating the overall system. And the last 2 points are the guarantee on products and technology, because of course we're speaking of let's say innovative products, but we want even to have on all the technology, I mean not only the innovative, a good guarantee, and an ease of execution of the routine maintenance and recovery. So we try to avoid to have products and technology that when you have to make the ordinary maintenance, routine maintenance or replacement, cost a lot in time and cost of products. That's all. Thank you, really.
Thank you for your presentation, Giorgio. Now just have a look to the program. We are almost in time, so I give the floor to Fares Mustafa from Borlange Comune. Just a second.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Fares. Now you have now you can share your desktop.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, perfectly. Go on. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Fares Mustafa, my name, from Borlange Comune. I would like thank you for attending this event today. I would like to give you a short introduction about the pilot project here in Sweden, in Borlänge city. As you can see from this picture, we have a pilot building in a residential area called Tjärna, named Tjärna Ängar. The building is a residential building located in this area in the north part of Borlänge city. The area is about 3 kilometers far away from the city center. The building is owned by our municipal company, AB Stora Tunabyggen, which is our partner in this also in this project. Tjärna Ängar area stands for 38 identical residential units with over 1,300 apartments. Renovation of the whole area is carrying out in several stages according to a planned schedule. It's worth to mention that this building dates to the early 70s, so it's an old building with more than 40 years old. Do you hear me? Hello?
Yes, Fares, we can hear you.
Yes. Okay.
I only closed my webcam because there was a problem with the connection. It was too heavy. Okay.
Yes.
But we can hear you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. It's, as I mentioned, a residential building with a mixed-aged tenants who are using this building. There's 27 apartments in this block or this unit. It's a 3 floors building with a total heated area, as you can see here from the table, 2,136 square meter. There's 3 stairwells in this building. We can say there's 9 apartments in every stairwell in this building. Building envelope, we have slab blocks with brick facade and poor isolation. Windows are also old, made of coupled double glaze with a U value of 3. There's a heating system in this building connected to heat exchanger to a district heating network. It's originally one pipe heating system in this building with original radiators without thermostatic valves. Also the heating system, an old system, reach its end of its life, its design life with many problems. We have a central system for hot water or domestic hot waters with under pressure, undersized recirculation pipes. We have a mechanical in this building. We have a mechanical ventilation system. There's 1 fan per staircase, and the total flow per stairwell about 300 liters per second, with a forced flow of 480 liters per second. We have traditional lighting system, as you can see. I come to the energy consumption part for this building. The total consumption, as you can see, is split in space and domestic hot water is 115 kilowatt hour per square meter for the heating, and 51 kilowatt hour per square meter for the hot water. There's no the space is not cooled. Electricity total consumption of 13,000. About if we talk about per square meters is 6 kilowatt hour per square meter. The total energy consumption for this building is 172 kilowatt hour per square meter. Based on the demand analysis and which we have done, we come up to the result that we need to improve the internal conditions of the building. So the needs of this building is based on a ventilation system with heat recovery function in order to have efficient and satisfactory comfort levels. And the second scenario could be a ventilation system with all needed changes and adaptation or integration in the house, like air ducts, airflow, fire dampers, whatever needed to have a complete functional ventilation system. This with a function requirement that we assure availability and functionality of all technical solution. We have a goal in this procurement to reach and a reduction in energy consumption to max 50% of the already shown energy consumption in the building. The total budget of the refurbishment of the building is about €1,200,000. The functional and performance requirement for this solution is split in three categories: refurbishment phase, running, and maintenance. So what we are looking for and we dream to have in this procurement, to have minimum installation time and disturbance to the tenants, with a goal to achieve this installation without evacuation in this building. Regarding the running phase, we would like to improve, as I said before, the indoor air quality and improve in general the general conditions for the tenants, that they are comfort and they feel happy. And minimal maintenance cost and routines per year when we are talking about this ventilation system. According to our plan, I would like to just mention that we have planned to launch the tender by January 2016, and awarding procedure in April 2016, implementation from May till October 2016, monitoring it will last also one month after this. That's all from my side. I leave the floor now to my colleague Frederick. Thank you.
Thank you, Fares. I give voice to Frederick to talk about the market engagement activity in Sweden.
Yes, thank you, Sylvia. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly. Thank you.
And you can see the presentation?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, okay. Fredrik Norefjell, I'm working at SP. We're supporting this project, and we're supporting Fares and Tunabyggen in the procurement process, and also with the Meet the Market event. I will take a few minutes of Fares' time here to give some learnings that we have from these Meet the Market events, especially on discussing functional solutions compared to the old way of doing things, and how to get, like Giorgio mentioned, the discussion to focus on what's innovative and how to procure the innovative solutions. I think that we have the, let's see here how I skipped this. We have the same puzzle of solutions for all these buildings. They are very old and they are very poor insulation, poor windows. Everything needs to be refurbished. There's a lot of energy savings to be done, but some of them can be done by traditional technologies, and we need to focus on where can innovative solutions do the most use. So in the Borlänge example, we have understood that ventilation is one of the most important things to solve, and it's also one of the areas where there is a lot of innovative solutions for these types of buildings. We also need to keep in mind that all these buildings are very typical. That's why they have been chosen for this project, because there is a big scale-up potential. So it's not only the solution for the specific building, but it's also if the solution is scalable or if it's possible to do in a more industrialized way. So in having these discussions and doing the needs analysis, we've been trying to focus on where the innovation is helping us the most. So we started out in the Borlänge Meet the Market discussions with different scopes on the ventilation system. Should we buy the function indoor climate, we had a much larger scope, much more companies involved, much more parts of the renovation. If we only want to buy a ventilation system, it's a much smaller procurement, it's a much simpler process, but on the other hand, there is not so much room for innovation. The biggest room for innovation is if we ask for the function indoor climate, and all these parts of that solution can be changed. This of course then becomes very complicated, and that's where we are starting to learn how to keep this dialogue with the market focused. So when we start to look at the functional unit to be indoor climate, we realize that this is part of a renovation contract for the whole building. Some of these things will not impact the indoor climate, some will. We can split these in many different contracts that affect the indoor climate, like been mentioned before in the pilots, the windows, the heating system, the facade and everything. But the focus for the indoor climate is the ventilation system and the installation of the ventilation system, how that's being done and how that's related to all the other components in the renovation, like ducts and vents and sensor and the whole energy management system. So in our dialogue, we've been trying to focus on the installation of the system, as the procurement or the scope of procurement has the right possibility for innovation, interaction with other systems, other procurements, but at the same time trying to keep the scope somewhat limited. And this was quite obvious when we started to talking to companies, getting them involved in the Meet the Market event, because there's a lot of parts of this system or these solutions that could contribute to the innovation. For example, we talked with filter manufacturers about how changing the filters and the use of filters in indoor quality had a big impact on a lot of these aspects we are looking for, energy efficiency of course, but also the climate and all these other aspects. And of course the builder is the one we had most of the contract with. Are we sure to get the filter included in the right system, solution to that builder, or will the price of refurbishing the rest of the house outweigh the cost of innovation? So when we started focusing for the Meet the Market event, we had to pick the firms that covered the type of or the scope of the solution that was most important for the Borlänge pilot. And I think this is some of the experiences from these types of events in general, that we're trying to find the right scope to discuss. And of course there are, after these type of events, also some of these firms that could have been included that we need to make sure that we address in the rest of the communication in the project. And also in the Borlänge case, we had these pretty much same aspects of the renovation or installation that's been discussed in the other pilots. Energy, of course, paramount, but also noise, airflow, the installation time, and limiting the number of evacuation days. And we had difficulties how to discuss these and balance these aspects in the dialogue with the contracting firms. and we found a useful model to take very specific suggestions on criterias and trying to balance them and discuss innovativeness levels and cost. So we made this model for the dialogue where we made up scale for these different aspects and tried to map with the companies where the solution of the buildings was today. How is the energy usage, space requirement, and of the typical solutions. Then we had the companies talk and describe, trying to show what the best technology on the market today that was standard, top of the line. Then we presented the targets or the hope or vision of Borlänge and got an idea of what we could hope for from these contracting companies, what was possible, what was feasible within the time frame and money that we could spend on these. And then we had a discussion on balancing these different aspects. Of course, we could limit the number of evacuation days, but then maybe other aspects became difficult, or if we want to have the highest amount of airflow, we may have to suffer a higher noise level as well. So I think this was a challenge to have a discussion trying to balance the importance of the different aspects we wanted them to be innovative about. So we'll put some of these lessons learned in our report from, I think we all have these reports from Meet the Market events. We will put in a little bit more of these learnings that might be interesting for others participating in these Meet the Market exchange or dialogue. So that's very short. Thanks for my time.
Thank you, Fredrik. We are almost in time, and I give the floor to Maria Jose for the first outcome of Sevilla market event. Just a few seconds. Okay. Maria Jose, hello.
Hello, Silvia. Hello, everybody.
We can
you see my...
Okay.
Okay. Can you see the presentation?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay. Good morning to all. Thanks to everybody for attending this webinar in the framework of Probis Project. My name is Maria Jose Manzano from IIT, the Andalusian Institute of Technology. And first of all, I would like to mention that the situation of Spain within the Probis Project is slightly different in relation to the other partners from Italy, Hungary, and Sweden. As we are not running any pilots in Spain, but in any case we are fully committed also with the objective, one of the main objectives of the project, that is to inform the market of innovative providers of solutions, in this case our Spanish market, to compete in the tenders. At these tenders are intended to be international tenders. So Spanish market of providers could also enrich the supply side in these tenders. So with this intention, we set up, along with the other Spanish partner, the Andalusian Energy Agency, or Meet the Market event in Andalusia, also with the collaboration of a research group from the University of Malaga. The event took place at the premises of this university in Malaga. Malaga is an important city here also in Andalusia. It's 2 hours by car from Sevilla. We organize, as I have mentioned, this the market event with the main objective of informing the Spanish market about the needs we have in our pilots that have been presented by our partners. Also, we presented these 3 pilots in the event: the pilots from Torino, from Lombardia, and from Borlänge. We presented the main characteristics for these pilots and also their needs in relation to the tender. This is a picture of this roundtable. I apologize because the quality of the picture is not so good, but it's only to show how this was set up. And after the pilots were presented, it was the market who took the floor to know what innovative solutions can the Spanish market supply. Around 10 different companies presented their innovations related mainly to the topics of windows, HVAC, lighting systems, ventilation systems, and also building energy management systems. Some of the examples of these innovative solutions that these companies can supply, also clusters were attended the roundtable, are in this following slides. Some innovative solutions in domotics, also in ceramics as a traditional alternative for a sustainable construction, but also with a great potential for innovation. And also, some innovative solutions on autonomous lighting with integrated photovoltaic panels, and also a very interesting company that is integrating graphene in sustainable products. Sorry, in construction products. As main conclusion of this roundtable, we can say that there is a very good motivation for the companies to offer innovation. After this round of presentation, I have shortly introduced you here. A spontaneous presentation from the audience arose, and an interesting exchange and debate was created. So, as main conclusion, we can say that they showed very interested in taking part to the tenders, and we invited them all to consult better the pilots in order to better know what are the needs for the tenders. And it's all. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much for your presentation, and just a second. Okay, we have finished with the scheduled presentation. We have no question from the participants, but as stated before, we are available for any other information at this mail, ufficiofes@comune.torino.it. And of course, please visit our Probis website. And I don't know if you can see it, but I've already shared on GoToDoWebinar platform the presentation of today's webinar in PDF format. So the participant can download all the presentation right now. So I close this webinar, and thank you all for the participation, and I thank you all the experts that have participated with their own presentation, and we will let you know when the tender will be published. So let's keep update. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.